Welcome to Life Fit with the DVD. I am back, and today I wanted to propose a question that I had seen earlier on social media, and it was, what is your purpose in life? And what is the first thing you think of when you hear that question? Um, Now, you should hold that in your mind because the first thing you think of may have something to it. Um, However, it could be something that is just at the forefront of your mind right now, and a question that obviously you're looking to answer. But if you think about that question, there's a lot of answers that can come up. And I was looking through people's responses to that question, and one of the most liked responses was, my purpose is to help people. And I thought that was an interesting response because obviously all of us are connected, right? Consciously. I see you, you see me, in our actual visual field. We're having an experience together. We can see the same things. If we're both standing outside, we'll see a tree, and you'll be able to see it too, right? If you're conscious. Right now, you're seeing me talk in this video, and I'm probably, how many miles away from you, and it's like you're able to listen to me through this moment in time. And it's absolutely incredible that we're able to perceive the same things in this reality. So I find it interesting that helping somebody else achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve, is a lot of people's perceived purpose. And I think that's a novel pursuit for sure. Um, but it got me thinking about my own. And is helping people what I primarily am trying to do with my life? And I wanted to take it a step back because, on one hand, yes, I would love to help people. However, I think it is a little bit short sighted to think that you can help people. Now, if you're here right now, then you probably want to help yourself. And that is what is most important. Because if you're here, if you're willing, if you're seeking answers, and if you're trying to figure out that question, then, well, I think that is a novel place to be. I think that's a good place to be because it's exhibiting a good habit, which is you want to grow, you want to improve, you want to be better. And I think that is a great thing to aspire towards. And that is because you're here, right? You've shown up. You're doing things to try to better yourself. Now, to help answer that question, though, do you want to help people? Or is it something deeper? And I say the previous statement that you can't always help people because, well, you can try to help people, but people need to want to help themselves. And if you actually want to help somebody, they need to be wanting to receive some sort of help. And what I have found time and time again in my life is that I'm trying to help people that don't want help. I am in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the way I'm communicating things, the way I'm showing up, providing additional information, investigating things, asking questions, trying things that I think will help people, they don't always want that advice. They don't always want another perspective or to hear what the research is because they might be more comfortable in the way that they already are. And they might just be complaining about things, not for the sake of fixing them and wanting to make them better, but just to be complaining about them for the sake of emotionally getting rid of the weight that they have. But there really isn't a desire to fix it, it's just to express it. So the lotus of control needs to start within. And this is what I always talk about, what Life Fit is always about here. It needs to start from within you, your own desire to make things better. And that's why I say, if you're here, you're doing great already. But taking, once again, a step back, looking at my own, intrinsic control, helping people is a byproduct of me sharing. And that is what I've realized within myself, that all I need to do is I need to show up and share. Share my experience, share what I'm going through, and it comes back to, in a way, leading by example. And that is something that's always resonated with me. I love people watching. I love to see how people are, how they behave in any sorts of environments, all sorts of environments. What motivates people? What are they trying to aspire towards, and are they actually? What do they mean by their intentions? Where do they actually want to get to? And I find this fascinating because everybody's so unique and different in all of these aspects. And just like people might sound like they want help, it doesn't actually mean they want help. So by me sharing, and if I answer that question myself, what is my life purpose? It might be to just share my experience, say what's going on for me, what am I struggling through, what's on my mind, what am I doing to make it better, to try to fix it, investigate and iterate. And that, to me, is one of the best things I can do. Because if you're watching this video still, then thank you for still watching. Because it means that you might be learning something from this test and iterate process. Now, if you've already shut off the video, well, you're not here, but of course, this doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you're not looking for, the sort of improvement that I'm talking about. Or maybe you have a different purpose. It could be all sorts of reasons, and that's completely okay. But I'm just making the point that the people that want to have a different form of help or whatever are already gone. So if you're here, thank you. But all I'm saying with this is that we need to focus on sharing and our internal locus of control. And that is our own motivation. And maybe that all that is just sharing what you know with a big enough audience, or obviously no audience here yet, but sharing with an audience that can actually hear you, and your message might eventually get to them over time, even if it's not in this moment, even if there's not people around right now that are appreciating your message, are understanding what you are trying to tell them. Maybe they don't want to improve, and really just sharing and communicating, and trying to articulate your message as best as possible is the best that you can do. And that is enough. That is great. And that is why I am here, right? I'm just trying to share this message, get this out there, and maybe some people can benefit along the way to becoming more mentally strong, emotionally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong in every way that you possibly can think of. Because there's many aspects to life, and there's many ways that you can lead through example. And I think that just sharing is enough. When in the past I've felt that, nobody's going to want to hear this, right? Who wants to hear this? Well, maybe somebody will. And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm sharing. So if you appreciated this, if you like this, a like or subscribe would mean a tremendous amount to me. And otherwise, just remember, think about what is your life purpose. Try to answer that question. And is it just sharing? Is it just trying to get your message out there? Sometimes that is enough. And that is my message for today. All right. Talk to you later.